That is a lot of firepower coming in, but it's dishing out a lot of self. And now she's got a couple other units out there to help soak in some of the firepower. Looks like this Dias is going to turn around this fight for her. She's got some work beasts and some warriors out there. She's building another squad of witches, another squad of mandrakes coming out to join the fight. That was truly impressive. That Dias, like, it's hard to describe how amazing it is to see a relic unit like that take on. That was several squads of units that were specifically designed to destroy vehicles that were absolutely devastated by this thing. So, let's see, once again, we'll see if she decides to go for some damage. Looks like she's coming right in against the hill LP here. You can see the amount of damage caused that homunculus there with its disintegrator rays, and she really needs to cause some damage to their base. We'll see what exactly she does here. She's in an excellent position to cause some damage if she positions her troops right here. But she does need to take down that LP, because it's continuing to just lay into her forces and whittle away at her Dias. Yeah, with those disintegrator rays and the witches attacking this thing, it's falling quick. She does have to deal with her Archon now, but again, that Dias can take down heroes pretty quickly. And she's got her own homunculus out here at the same time, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, she's actually being attacked at the same time. Looks like she's got mandrakes coming in. Her witches, of course, can see those mandrakes, so not concerned at all about that. As long as she can keep a couple squads of witches out, she does not need to worry about mandrake squads at all. She's not decapping that point yet. She does have a lot of witch squads moving in. Those witches can cause a lot of damage to that Dias if they make close contact with it. See what else she's got going. See, her vehicle population is full at the moment. She needs to build some more buildings for that. See, she's getting more warrior squads out. See, looks like she's going to take out this Scourge squad finally over here. She's not accomplished much over here yet. She still has not decapped that point. That is unfortunate. That's going to allow them to potentially start rebuilding a Tower of Loathing. And she really needs to start pressing into the rest of their base also. The primary reason why they're doing so well against her is they have so many production buildings at the moment that they're just cranking out squad after squad after squad. They're generally inferior to what she's producing, but their sheer numbers are what's being the problem at the moment. So she needs to take out some resources, some production buildings in order to come back from this. And in fact, she needs to build some more. Oh, and she has a Ravager out now. So this can provide some really excellent... oh, she's actually lost her Dias. That is really unfortunate. The Dias with the Ravager would have been a really strong combination. That said, she does have her Talos out now, and she's building a couple other things. Let's see if she decides to go for... Okay, it looks like she's cranking out just a lot of Taloses at the moment. So if she gets a disintegrator or two onto that Raider, it'll be able to do a lot of damage. Its Dark Lance is not going to do a whole lot of good at the moment, since her enemy doesn't have any vehicles out. Like I don't believe they even have a Dark Foundry out. But okay, so got some significant stuff coming in at the moment again. Some more Cloaked Mandrakes. I don't actually see any of her witches out at the moment. She looks like she does not have witches. This is a significant problem for her. Even though she can cause significant damage, if she cannot see and kill those mandrakes... Okay, there we go. She got the witches out, the mandrakes are visible, and they're being killed. Excellent. Those mandrakes are generally not anything to worry about as long as you can see them. But if they're infiltrated and you can't see them, then they're just going to keep picking away at your forces until they're all gone. And this is kind of a very non-ideal situation for that Talos. Trading range fire with Dark Lances is just not good at all. And as you can see, it's fallen out at this point. Okay, she does have that Ravage upgrade with the Disintegrator Cannon, so it's going to be causing some really heavy and incredible damage against those infantry units. I guess the absolute meat grinder nature of this has got to be giving Carriejanka a crazy military score. So you see here that she's got an absolutely devastating force out at the moment. It's just munching through everything. Even the enemy Archon is falling quickly to the disintegrator cannons there. She's in an excellent position at the moment, just push right down into their base. They're trying to get their soul cage up at the moment, but looks like she's going back for the decap on that. Perhaps she just doesn't have to worry about it, but as soon as that gets decapped, she really needs to just grab this force and push down into their base. They're moving in from multiple sides with forces, but she's got the forces to deal with this as long as they take on the right opponents. She's got a bunch of other forces built. They can definitely move out here to reinforce her group, and that'll keep them going strong. Oh, and she has lost her Ravager. The Dark Lances from those Scourges just tore it apart. She's going for the cap here. This is, again, not necessarily the best call here. She needs to be focusing on securing her position. Grabbing those points is important, but it's not everything. Grabbing the point is going to mean nothing if the enemy takes it immediately right back. It's not a bad thing to decap points with like some mandrakes, but yeah, this is an unfortunate situation here. She had a absolutely devastating force there that kind of fell apart just for being out of position and not being reinforced. She's got plenty back here that could have reinforced that group. She's got 3 Taloses out. This is, again, the amount of strength and power she has here is enough to tear apart everything that her opponent's got. All she has to do is get her War Beasts stuck into those Scourge so they can't fire back, and then lay into them with her own Scourge, Warriors, and Taloses. And these squads will just die so fast. And yes, she's going out to engage directly with her Taloses. The sheer number of Taloses that she has may actually compensate for this, but this is a very inefficient use of them. Yeah. With how far back these Scourge squads are stacked, this really needs to be something that she moves forward in a methodical way, rather than just kind of throwing her forces into it, but that does seem to be what she's doing. And as you can see, she's already lost 2 of those Taloses. Her Witches are causing some good damage, getting stuck into the Scourges. Her own Scourges probably should not be upgraded with Dark Lances at this point. This is where her propensity to equip all of her people and get everybody decked out is actually kind of working against her. Again, this would be working if her opponent had a lot of vehicles, but they have none. She really just needs those splinter cannons to combat those infantry. And again, this is by a long shot the longest match of any of the qualifiers. On the one hand, it gives her plenty of opportunities to get points, but it also means that she has to keep being efficient throughout this, as the scores are normalized based off of the time. So she's actually having to keep her game up constantly throughout this if she wants to keep her score at a reasonable level. She's getting her Archon back out. Doesn't have anything building at the dais at the moment. She has no other buildings going on. She did get her thermoplasma generator up, which is why she has an incredible amount of energy. Again, she's got plenty of requisition and plenty of energy. Her real holdup at the moment is she does not have enough production buildings. She needs to make more production buildings so that she can keep up with construction, and she needs to keep making her vehicles. She's got 18 possible cap and only 4 of it being used. Plenty of energy, plenty of requisition. She needs to be building stuff. Her enemy's moving in with a couple squads of mandrakes, looks like. She does not have any detectors out. This is going to be a big problem for her. She needs to get some witches built. She is building some witches, but it's going to take a minute for them to come out. We'll see how long the forces last here. The pure brute power of that Talos, along with the support of her Archon, is what's allowing her to survive this at the moment. But those mandrakes are causing so much damage. But here come the witches, so those mandrakes are now revealed, and her forces can start tearing them apart. Like the squishy little flesh bags that they are. She's got some more scourges now. She has a lot of resources and she's building nothing at the moment. Again, this is a big mistake, especially at a time. She is, yes, it looks like she's going back for that point again. She's fixated on that point in particular. It's really unfortunate that she's getting this stuck on this. It's certainly okay to wait a little bit longer into the countdown before going for it. Certainly securing your own position before doing so would be ideal, and even then, this north point would be a much better one to go for. It is not as close to the base. It's not as easy for her enemy to defend it. It's just really unfortunate that she's fixating on getting this point. And again, even on capturing it herself. It is an important strategy to decap points when necessary. You don't need to necessarily grab the point yourself immediately. It's a much better idea to wait again until you can secure the point yourself. Looks like her forces are just outmatched at the moment in terms of numbers. She's getting some more stuff built. Getting another Ravager out, that will do decently. Those Warp Beasts definitely need to get stuck into those Scourge though, because those Scourge are going to tear that Ravager apart with their Dark Lances. So that worked out well for her. We'll see if she starts upgrading with the Disintegrator Rays. She really needs the Disintegrator Rays. The All Dark Lance Ravager is pretty useless against a opponent who's not building vehicles. We got Cloaked Mandrakes in there again. They're going to start tearing into that Ravager. This is unfortunate. Oh, we got another Dice of Destruction coming. This could be an interesting move. She's going to need some detectors, though. She's not building another Witch Squad, and there are Mandrakes out there in the field. We've got more backup for the enemy coming. A couple squads of Scourge. Looks like they've got some Dark Lances built.
Heavy armor, heavy lance.
Again, she's killed off most of what was around her, but those Mandrakes are just continuing to pick away at that Ravager. It is so important to get detectors out, especially this late in the game. And there's the Dice of Destruction completed, and getting it out is going to help protect that Dice from the Dark Lances of the Scourge squads, but it looks like they don't actually have any at the moment. All of these Dark Lances are destroyed. All I've got is their Splinter Cannons. Still, the Disintegrator Cannons on that Dice of Destruction are going to help significantly. She does need to upgrade the Ravager still with its Disintegrator Cannons. She's getting all of her Scourge upgraded with Dark Lances. Again, not the best call at the moment. She really needs the Splinter Cannons more than anything. She's got a good amount of firepower built up at the moment, but it is not well defended. She needs some Witches or some Warp Beasts, something to help soak in some of the firepower when she comes up against massed infantry.
6 minutes until taking hold
But
victory.
with the enemy grabbing the take and hold victory again, I'm worried that she's maybe going to be going for that point again. She's definitely moved out from the core of her base. She's got witches, but they're not moved forward at the moment. So this is a problem. She's not going to be able to fight against Mandrake squads when she comes against them. So we've got a couple squads of Scourge with Dark Lances back here. Luckily, she's got her Warp Beast stuck into them. An excellent move there. Getting her Archon into the Warrior squad also. She does have another squad of Scourge that are attacking from the side. And she's going to lose her Ravager to that.